My name is Kipngetich Elisha, in Africa for SDGs Fellow, representing Trans Nzoia County. And today I'm here to talk about the importance of economic literacy for budget advocacy. And before that, I will take you through how to understand or to know some of the key economic terms. For example, the GDP, that is the overall goods and services produced in a country. We have also the inflation, that is the sustained increase in price of goods and services. And also scarcity, we all know that the resources are not enough for everyone. Then also we have the economics itself, that's the way how we try to satisfy the unlimited human wants using the limited resources. Then also and then we have also the key economic indicators. For example, the unemployment rate, that is the number of people who are seeking for employment. Then we have what we call the fiscal policy, that's how the government will be getting their resources or the revenue in terms of budgeting. Then also we have other indicators like payment of goods, among many others. And then now the importance of economic literacy for budget advocacy. One, it empowers the advocates because they get to know the key economic terms, the key economic indicators, and then as they advocate, they clearly know that the broader base of economics. Then another thing, it helps the advocate to make informed decision because they are aware of the economic indicators. So as they advocate for allocation of resources, they argue with evidence because they are economically empowered. Then number two, it helps the advocate to advocate for equity in allocation of government resources because they know that each group is affected differently or they have different needs. So as they advocate that based on this and this group has this special need. So we need to allocate more resources on this one. And this sector, they need less resources because it's affecting lower population. Then another thing, it helps the advocate to hold the government accountable because they have analyzed the budget. They have known that in this area, education is suffering, health service. So as we allocate the resources, health sector has been allocated how much? Education has been allocated. So at the end of, let's say, a quarter, you can tell 400 million was allocated for education, for example, in Trans Nzoia. Then this allocation was meant to build schools, to deliver materials. Then now you go to the ground and ask the people, how many schools have been built in the first quarter? How many materials have been delivered? So any discrepancies, you can now present them to the county government and ask them, you allocated this amount, why is it has not been implemented as it should be? And then also advocates can now understand why is it, how the budget is made, and as they make decisions, they can advocate for more resources to the critical sectors, for example, the health care, the education. And lastly, let's now put our knowledge into action. Let's engage the county government, the stakeholders, the fellow advocates. Together, we can advocate for accountability, transparency, and fight corruption.